Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first episode of 3Nerds1Mic. My name is Frank, and with me are the other two nerds of this podcast. Start with Mark. How you doing, Mark? You excited for today's show? First ever episode.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. How you doing, man?
I'm pretty good, man.
Good.
And next to him, we got Sam. How are you doing?
Doing pretty well, Frank. Pretty excited for tonight.
Are you?
Oh, damn straight I am.
Well, good, because we got a good show. We're going to talk about Suicide Squad, The Division, and so much more. All right, so let's get started. All right, so time for the first topic. Movies. Suicide Squad trailer. What did you guys think of it?
It got me really excited, actually. The first trailer, it tickled my fancy, if you will. But this really hooked me. I really...
What did you think of Jared Leto? Because I know we all hated him.
I was just going to say, I really hated him in the first one. But this one, it got me a little bit. I liked him in the tux. I could do without the grills and the tattoos. But, I thought this one he looked a little better.
I really think that I'm gonna like the Joker that he portrays, but I don't really like the look. I can't get over that. It's too much. I don't know.
I think they've cut down on the tattoos now a lot. Because I barely noticed him in the trailer.
Oh yeah, because he's fully clothed, obviously. But
I mean, even that weird ass damaged one on his forehead.
That one in particular really irks me. And then the big Joker across the
What about
stomach.
all the ha-ha-has?
Yeah, the big Joker across the stomach.
We get it, man. You like to laugh. You are the Joker.
It's just, I don't know. Like I like the black and white suit. It feels
so. Let's
really
say
cool, but
we'll like it more when he wears a shirt.
Yeah.
Now, I did think him, as you said, with the knives. Him laying in the knives.
Too much.
It was a little much.
You thought it was too much. I thought it was cool because, I mean, I know in Dark Knight he had 6 knives in his jacket, which, it seems like a lot to a regular person, but I mean, clearly this Jared Leto Joker is way crazier.
See, that's the thing.
Is he just trying to up the ante by adding more knives?
That's
just like, hey, I got more knives than you, man.
There's no way he can
Watch
carry
yourself.
that many around, obviously. So why does he need that many? That's like.
Well,
It
it's
would have
just
been
his
cool
hotel room.
if they circled it around him, but if they used much less, that's just
In his defense,
too
you
much.
don't know how many pockets he has.
Dude, he had a lot of outfits. He could have a lot of different pockets.
Yeah, but he's
Maybe
never
he
gonna
wears
carry
layers.
all of them
You
at
don't know.
once.
Maybe that was him just like clearing out his wardrobe.
Mm-hmm.
Just getting all the knives out.
Exactly. He was just kind of, dusting out his coat.
They started poking him. It was real uncomfortable. But I think the real highlight for that trailer was obviously the editing, but we can't really comment. That's not going to have anything to do with the movie.
No.
Well, unless the crew they hired to edit the trailer edits the movie. But Jai Courtney as Captain Boomerang,
Freaking out in the cell and everything.
he's an idiot in every other movie. Listen, I love Die Hard. But once he came on there...
That movie just...
What was it?
It broke my heart.
It wasn't a good day to die hard.
Good Day to Die Hard.
It was.
That's what it was. He was Bruce Willis' son. Bruce Willis' son.
Bruce Willis?
I don't think I saw
I don't
that.
think
Willie.
It's not Willie. You didn't see that one?
I don't think so.
Oh, it was a piece of shit
well,
movie.
no, you best stay
Wait,
away
was
from
that the one with Jason Long?
No, Justin
No,
Long.
no,
That
Justin
was the
Long.
one before Live Free or Die Hard.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Anyway, we're not talking about Die Hard.
Yeah.
We're talking about Suicide Squad. But Jai Courtney, real breakout guy of this trailer.
He seems pretty
He
damn crazy.
Yeah.
And Captain Boomerang's an Australian character, right? I mean, I would assume so, because boomerangs are big in Australia.
I wasn't really sure what to
Americans
expect from a
think
man
that.
named Captain Boomerang. That doesn't
Yeah.
really sound very intimidating
No.
to me.
Yeah, I didn't see a lot
someone
coming.
wielding a boomerang came up to me. I probably wouldn't be as scared.
But what if
as
that
like a
boomerang had like a grenade duct taped to it?
Well, then I'd probably be pretty confused.
Because that
how
seems
whole
like the
thing's
kind
gonna
of
go
thing
down.
Jai Courtney's going to be doing, duct
Well,
taping
then if
grenades
he's
to boomerangs.
throwing
That'd be
grenade
some.
boomerangs,
Oh
then
my
I'll be
god,
pretty happy.
I
but
would. Yeah. See,
I would love that.
that trailer did get me really excited for this movie.
He does
I think
look pretty
this is gonna be
awesome.
good.
Way more excited than another DC movie that's coming out.
Killer Croc.
We're not going to talk about that.
He looks odd. He
He
looks
looks
like
very
the
strange.
2004
I don't know.
thing. Just as an alligator. Like,
I can see
know.
that.
I have one more thing about the Joker, actually.
All right.
Sorry to backtrack, but
worry about it.
Is he driving a Bugatti, a Lamborghini?
Actually, I saw that. I believe that's a completely custom-made car. Like,
I think I was listening to another podcast, The Weekly Planet. We know that, Mr. Sunday Movies.
Yeah.
And they were talking. It's an Infiniti. You know the car brand Infiniti.
Oh, they just made it.
But there's a company that makes kits, and they put it over that car.
I've read about that before.
So it's really just like
a movies do that. Yeah.
It's just
called
an
a
economic.
But still,
yeah.
Still, in the movie, I still just think it's a little goofy that he's driving around in some supercar. I don't know. I don't see the Joker in a supercar.
I don't see the Joker
grills.
in a car, really. You know what I mean?
I mean, you
don't really see him ever transporting himself anywhere except in the Dark Knight. He had a semi. That was insane. But anyway, you don't, even in comics, you don't really ever see him like driving around. So I don't know. I can't really picture him in a car or anything. So that's why I think it's so foreign.
All right. I mean, I tend to agree. I don't think it's very close to the source material, but I mean, a lot of this stuff isn't very close to source material, and I think that's good.
It's very flashy.
But back on to Jai Courtney, because I think we really need to talk about him, because he's playing a B-list character, maybe even C-list, but he's kind of bringing some interesting light to it. It's making me more interested to see where this is going to go.
I'm just interested to know if he's gonna like go off on his own at the end, because he seems like a loose cannon.
Captain Boomerang solo movie.
not even necessarily that. I feel like he's just gonna like not agree with them at some point and just be like, "Fuck you guys," and just start running away and fucking throwing his boomerang and shit.
I can see that. I want to see like a Captain Boomerang road movie where he's just traveling. And he's just a badass on the road.
He just sees shit he doesn't like and he just gets out. Fuck you!
Mad Max style Captain Boomerang movie.
How about the scene where the Joker is tossing in Harley Quinn into the pool of acid?
That's definitely...
And hopping in himself.
Yeah, that's some shit.
Does... The thing that bothered me about it...
Right there. That has to be her becoming
that.
Harley Quinn. The same acid that made him the Joker.
Exactly. Yep. The thing that bothered me about that was... Does it not affect Joker anymore? Can he just
he's
go?
already been in it, I guess.
So he can just go in it all the time?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a stupid question.
I believe that's actually how her backstory is in the New 52 now. I believe that's what happened. Like,
where he...
threw her into a fucking thing of acid.
Was it just he threw her into a vat of acid? Because I know with her origin...
The same shit, like...
Yeah.
He was thrown into, but...
Alright.
I thought that was cool. I liked it.
Did you guys see Slipknot in it? He's the Native American looking guy. He punches out a lady in it.
What?
His superpower is ropes. I don't know. Everything I've read has said he's going to be the guy that dies first and kind of almost rallies the team, like Agent Coulson in Avengers. But overall, Will Smith is leading a ragtag team of supervillains.
I'm pretty excited to see him.
I'm very curious to see if Harley is still with Joker at this point, or if she's with Deadshot, because that has happened in comics before. So I'm very interested to see if they're gonna be on like a relationship status towards the end of the movie.
I could see that. I mean, Margot Robbie and Will Smith are already in a movie together.
Some jungle fever. Oh yeah.
Is that racist?
All of the...
A little bit.
Alright, cool.
All of like the New 52, she has been apart from Joker, really. She's not really for him anymore. She broke up with her. They broke up and shit, and she like hates him. So I could imagine that happening in the movie after that, and they end up getting together.
Deadshot, Margot Robbie, Harley Quinn, buddy cop movie.
Buddy cop movie.
I think that'd be awesome. Will Smith is...
They just drive off into the sunset.
Yeah. And the Joker's Lamborghini. It's Joker's Infiniti.
Thanks for the ride, honey.
But Deadshot seemed to be shooting just kind of everywhere.
Yeah.
He's just kind of spraying and
I'm really
praying.
glad he has the wrist gauntlet. Though.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Now, what do you guys think happened to cause all this mayhem? What are they going to save the world from?
There's like some alien creature in the subway. I can't remember the name of it. I read something about it somewhere, but like if you slow it down,
Yeah, I saw
you
it.
see the alien creature like coming through the subway.
It's really hard to tell what it is, though. It's
Yeah.
I've seen
I know
people
what
say.
I know what scene you're talking
I can't
about.
remember the name.
It kind of reminded me of like a squid almost or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was very impressed with the trailer. I think it looks really good. It's a lot more interesting, I think, visually and story-wise than Batman vs. Superman.
Got me very excited.
Yeah.
All right. How about the next topic then, which is going to be our video game section. So you wanted to talk about The Division, Sam.
Yeah, The Division. I heard about this game, several years ago.
Yeah.
Very excited.
Several E3s.
A decade ago, where Ubisoft announces all of their games.
I love Tom Clancy games because, especially the shooters, I love I love how strategic they are, and the teamwork in them is just very exciting. It's just so it's tactical. It actually takes skill. It's not like Call of Duty where you just run around,
And that's not a bash on Call of Duty.
It's not a bash on Call of Duty,
games.
but it's just I like to have more of a challenge when I'm playing a shooter.
Based on what you've seen, do you think The Division is going to be this kind of strategic game?
Back when I first heard about it, I thought this is going to be amazing.
I saw it too, and I thought it looked amazing.
And I heard that it was going to be, wasn't it supposed to be all online multiplayer?
Yeah, it was almost like an MMO.
Yeah, and I was a little nervous about that because I know, since it hasn't come out, Elder Scrolls has come out and they faced a lot of problems on their release.
Yeah, because it's hard to do MMOs on consoles.
Exactly.
Because the servers can't be as crazy.
I was a little nervous about that, but now they released this new gameplay footage. And I gotta say, I'm even more nervous about it now.
More nervous? How so? Because I've noticed graphics downgrade.
The graphics are worse. You said the heads-up display. It's
a little different. I mean, based on what I've seen, and I'm with you in the same boat. That I was very excited when I first saw it. It looked extremely interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I showed Mark it.
Wasn't it supposed to be a launch title?
It was supposed to be really early.
I don't think
it got delayed. It wasn't quite a launch title.
It was supposed to be March 2014 or something.
It was supposed to be really early.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a while ago.
It's been at every E3 since 2013.
And it's crazy because alright, I understand Ubisoft. They most likely do their developing through PC because every time they show a game, it looks phenomenal. Watch Dogs looked amazing in 2013.
Yeah.
And it came out and it looked like
garbage.
A PS3 game.
Poopy.
It didn't look horrible.
It wasn't even the last couple PS3 games.
No, it was like a mid-life cycle PS3 game.
It wasn't even acceptable, really.
It wasn't even passable as a PS3 game. It was sad because it had a cool premise and it looked very interesting from the beginning. But with this new gameplay of The Division, I'm seeing a lot of this graphics downgrade, and I don't think graphics necessarily make a game. They don't. I mean,
it looked beautiful though.
Originally,
when we first saw it,
and didn't it say
amazing.
This gameplay is on the PlayStation 4?
It did.
It said at least console.
But I don't understand when technology is rapidly advancing. I mean, not necessarily in the case of consoles, because you can't really upgrade consoles unless it's a hard drive.
Why is their game looking shittier?
Yeah, why is their game looking worse?
Yeah, I don't understand it just because it's been almost 3 years since they've originally announced it, but it's looking worse, like you've said. It's been 3 years and it looked amazing then.
Yeah, and it's sad because the game. And based on core gameplay, what I've seen, it doesn't look any different from the E3 trailer. I mean, minus the whole no second screen support anymore. But I mean, that fad died. No one cares about second screen.
I tried using the Pip-Boy and Fallout 4. And
it's not as convenient. because, I mean, you have to, like, pick up your phone. You have to look at it.
It's cool for not being around your console, being able to show people, like, your stats and stuff, like apps like that, like how the Pip-Boy app was for Fallout 4, but you had to constantly update it.
Yeah.
It wasn't something that was just automatically done. You had to go into the app, constantly update it yourself, which was kind of annoying, which I understand you can't really have an automatic update thing, so the second screen experience is just kind of stupid.
It's just simply a waste of time.
It needs to be improved on. Like, the Wii U kind of got it right because they included the second screen experience in the
but no one actually really uses it anymore.
Exactly. Like,
never used one of those.
I used the Metal Gear Solid one for a little bit.
What?
Metal Gear Solid 5?
It was basically, Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain. It was basically just a map, but a lot of shit was done through the map on that game. So it was actually kind of convenient, but it wasn't a good quality app.
I remember Mel used the Assassin's Creed app, like the second screen experience app for Doug. Like, she used to play the game for him, and he would be able to do shit in game while she was playing it. So that's pretty cool. Like, if you have someone willing to play the game for you.
Yeah.
But not many people do.
Yeah. And the whole thing they showed off was these guys were hunkered down behind police cars, shutting doors on the police cars. You know what I'm talking about. Shooting through light bulbs. And this guy comes in on his iPad, and he's flying a drone, and he starts pointing out targets, and they shoot him through a wall. And it was a really cool use of it, because you can basically play the game when you're away from the game, which you don't really see get done with second screen experiences. But based on what I've seen with, articles and different videos, I haven't seen any of that. And I don't know if it's just because it's beta and they maybe didn't include that feature. I don't know. But if it's not in there, why not? I mean, it's just a feature.
I really do not care if the Division doesn't have second screen experience. That does not affect my opinion at all. I'm still excited for it, but just it's getting.
Does this game have a release date?
It does. Currently, I think it's coming out. I think I have, I like to have countdowns on my phone of stuff that's coming out. I do it for everything.
It makes sense,
Yeah,
like
I don't think
track of things.
I don't have it, but it's very soon.
Yeah, but let's see if it gets pushed back again, huh?
I don't think it will.
You never know with this game, man. All right.
All right, and you wanted to talk about Fallout 4 as well, because I think the Division topic, it's over. We can't really talk about it until the game comes out.
Yeah.
March 8th, by the way. That's when it comes out.
It's actually kind of soon. Yeah.
Let's see if it actually comes out then.
Yeah,
Let's cross our fingers.
So Fallout 4. You want to talk about Fallout 4? Game that came out 3 months ago.
Mm-hmm. I was waiting for this game for several years. How many years was it, guys? How many? 7 years.
I don't know. I didn't play Fallout 3.
7 years. Now, you both can attest. I am a huge Fallout fan.
The biggest.
Let it be known
it's
that
almost
I have
scary.
A Fallout 3 tattoo. I am a true believer, okay? This game really let me down.
It did.
Spiritually.
How does it let you down?
My heart.
It hurt your heart.
I agree.
I respect that they wanted to move away from what the other games were like and, change up some things. But some of the things they changed were just not things that needed to be changed.
Like what?
One thing, the power armor. That was probably the biggest.
No, what's the big difference?
Well, it's not just like regular armor. Like, you still wear your regular armor, but you enter it almost like a vehicle.
I was gonna say the power armor is like a
because you need fusion
cores to power it. You have to always repair it. I mean, you always did have to repair your power armor, but you could just do that wherever you were, not at a repair station. Like, you have to go somewhere to repair your power armor now. So if you are in the middle of battle and your power armor gets taken off because you've been shot a bunch of times, you can't just repair it right then and there, which is really a big pain because you have to carry around that weight. And it's not even useful.
It's heavy too.
Yeah,
it's annoying.
Really, I don't like how you can't just repair things on the go anymore because remember in Fallout 3 when you would pick up, like, 6 hunting rifles.
You just repair them all on the spot.
It's okay. I'll just repair them all down.
I'll just glue this hunting rifle to the other hunting rifle.
I don't know what the hell this guy does, but it works. It works.
He was a smart guy. He was a really smart guy. He was really good at fixing things.
Now, I did like what they changed about the crafting system. Now, you said you didn't like it. I do agree. It was a little overwhelming.
Very overwhelming to me.
I'm personally a fan of crafting systems, so I thought the way that they made it so complex, like every item has a use. You can build anything you want. Like they give you all this freedom. I think it's awesome.
It was really cool, but like I said, it was very overwhelming. I opened New Vegas, and that crafting system, it wasn't useful to me at all. So
that's why I liked this crafting system, because it makes it incredibly useful.
Now, does this include the settlement building? Because I personally love the settlement building.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's incredible. You can build whatever you want.
I really like the settlement building. I think they need to expand on it a little bit more.
I think they will in DLC.
Oh, definitely. But the crafting system with the weapons, it was just, there weren't enough different weapons for me. It was all just variations of the same weapon. There was a bunch of different variations of weapons, but I wanted...
I think there were enough base weapons. I think there were a good amount of base weapons, and I thought the way you could do with them was incredible. Like, how much you could just take a laser pistol and make it into whatever you want, you know?
See, I didn't get too far into it because I was overwhelmed by it. So I wasn't.
I upgraded all of that. Especially if you upgrade your science, you can make some crazy stuff. You can make some crazy energy weapons.
See, I never did any of that.
That was one change that I was very happy about.
Now, did you guys beat the game, like story mode?
We both did.
That was
That
abrupt.
may have been
very abrupt.
So I get to this.
I didn't beat the story, but I don't care about spoilers. So
are you sure, Frank?
If there's anyone listening, spoilers. So skip ahead. I don't know when to give you a notification of when to stop, but we're going to be talking about Fallout 4 spoilers if you didn't beat it.
Well, I sided with the Institute, and by the end of the game, you've destroyed the Brotherhood of Steel. Blew up Liberty Prime, and you took out the Railroad, which was very fun because, screw the Railroad, they're annoying. Why does it look so quiet?
I turned down the recording volume.
Is that bad?
No, I just did it because it was really loud, but we can... Alright.
So destroying the Railroad was a very fun time, because, I really didn't like them at all. I didn't enjoy their
I didn't get far into that.
Yeah, I didn't. I did like one quest for them, and I was like, screw these guys. I really don't care too much about the synths.
Pretty much.
But what about Valentine? He's the best character.
Valentine.
I
don't consider him a synth, though. I don't consider him a synth. I consider him a human character.
He's close
to my heart. He has human characteristics, but synths, like the regular
ones in the Institute,
the robots, I'll kill all of them. I don't care. I don't care about them.
They're like ghouls to me.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I don't care about them.
Robot ghouls.
They're ferals. I don't care.
So overall, you guys are disappointed.
Well, so I get to the end of this.
Right. We're not done with this.
And Father, who turns out to be, your son, is just like, I think I'm gonna go to sleep now. Then he dozes off, and you're like, okay, so what's next? And then the screen just cuts. It goes to the cutscene, and you're just like, wait, what? Did this game just end?
What happens in the cutscene?
The cutscene is just like him walking with dog meat, and he's just like, wasteland.
He just talks about the wasteland and his journey.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's very abrupt. It just happens, and it's just not something you're expecting at all. Like, I sided with the Minutemen, and I went in, I destroyed the Institute, I blew it up. It was very reminiscent of Megaton, actually. It was kind of cool. But right after it blew up, the big mushroom cloud yet again, it just cuts and it goes to the cutscene, and I was just like, wait, did I just beat the game? And it rolled, and then it left me where I was, and it told me to go destroy the Brotherhood, and I did that, and that was about it. There wasn't really much anything else after that. I destroyed the Prudin, whatever it's called, I can't remember.
Pridwin,
whatever. But yeah, I destroyed it, and then that was pretty much it. Nick Valentine was like, yeah, good job, we did it. And I was just like, yeah,
So basically what my experience with this game has been is I just build settlements. It's become what GTA 5 is for me, because all I do is customize cars in that game now. I can't stop.
Didn't they make customizable like apartments and stuff in that now?
It's only on online, and I don't have PlayStation Plus anymore because I refuse to.
Yeah, I have no games that I will play on PlayStation Plus, so I refuse.
Yeah, you're Xbox One.
I don't play GTA anymore.
Why?
Not
a fan.
Sick of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, all I do in Fallout 4 is build settlements and talk to Nick Valentine, and it just kind of lost. I lost interest for other games, but so overall, you guys were disappointed?
Well, the ending, I guess we can agree, very disappointing.
Yeah.
And another thing I found disappointing, a lack of unique weapons. Now, they can change the names, they can change the stats all they want, but they're not making unique weapons.
No.
They're still just the same.
It's just from Legendary.
We should say now, no more spoilers.
Oh yeah, spoilers are over. All right, guys, you can turn on your ears again or whatever you do.
Put headphones, play the video.
Whatever you kids do these days.
But overall, disappointed in Fallout 4.
Well, I still enjoyed playing it.
The legendary weapons
until I got to the end.
The legendary weapons, like you said, there was no meaning behind them, like there was in
exactly.
Fallout 3. Like
you had to do
Lincoln
quests
for Peter and
exactly
the terrible shotgun. All of those guns, you had to do quests and find like certain people, and it was a big thing about it. And it was very rewarding getting these things from legendary ghouls or death claws or anything like that. It's just like, oh, okay, I could go sell this for a lot of caps.
Yeah.
So overall, Fallout 4 sucks. Worst game ever.
Okay. I just want to say one thing. It's a message to Bethesda. I want two things from you. I want really good DLC. You just owe us that.
It'd be really
and I
cool.
believe in you.
It'd be really cool if you could port your characters somehow. I know that can't happen from past saves, but that would be amazing.
You can always dream.
Yeah, exactly.
And I also want a remastered Skyrim for next-gen consoles.
Alright, so Uncharted 4. What do you guys think about it? I know you're an Xbox boy.
I, never having played the games, my opinion from just the trailers I've seen, it looks really good. The graphics seem to be, excellent.
Insane.
It really reminds me of Indiana Jones, though. Like, all I see when I see these trailers is just a video game Indiana Jones. Now, I know, I'm not saying they ripped it off. Like, it just reminds me so much of Indiana Jones.
Which is cool.
And I even heard that they were going to make a movie, an Uncharted movie, right?
Yes.
I feel like that would just be Indiana Jones, just
I agree with that. I agree completely with that. Mm-hmm. But the games, they're amazing. I love them.
I believe you. I've always been as you said, I've always been an Xbox boy. So.
Yeah. And Uncharted 4 recently got delayed. We were talking about The Division and all its delays.
Mm-hmm.
Uncharted 4 got delayed twice. It got delayed twice, but recently it just got delayed from, February?
No, it was March. I just said, I believe, March 14th, I believe. It's like April 26th now.
So like a little over a month.
But it is still a little irritating.
It's disappointing because we want to play it.
Oh, yeah. That game... The graphics, I remember the reveal trailer when he's laying there in the water.
Yeah.
That was insane.
It just went right to gameplay.
All over his face and everything. He stands up and it goes right to gameplay. It was insane. That was just something that blew me away.
Now, what do you think's going to happen with the story? Because I think, personally, Drake's gonna die.
I read an interview with one of the lead directors on the game, and they asked them if they're gonna do another one with Nathan Drake, and
they said it would be really hard to do it.
They were like, it would be really hard to do another story with Nathan Drake. So that leads me to believe he was going to die. But from the title, A Thief's End, I already began to think that he was going to die.
Can't he just retire from the...
Well, that's kind of what happened in the beginning with the new PlayStation Experience trailer. He seems to have put it all behind him.
That's what he did at the end of 3. He proposed to Elena, and then him, Sully, and Elena got on the plane, and he was pretty much saying goodbye to all of it. So,
my whole thing with the story is, don't get me wrong, I love the story. 1, 2, and 3 are some of the greatest storytelling in video games I've pretty much ever seen. I never bought the Elena story. I never understood why they cared so much about each other.
Yeah, there was not enough backstory to it.
And I get filling in the blanks, but even from 1 to 2, where they're supposed to know each other, and maybe even into 3, I couldn't fill in the blanks enough to understand why they cared so much about each other.
Yeah, it never really made sense to me.
I mean, yeah, it's a strange pairing, I think. Because, see, Drake, I think, would be with Chloe. I would see him more with Chloe, but...
That's what I thought, too. And then Elena came out of nowhere.
Yeah. Literally out of nowhere with Jeff the cameraman.
Yep.
Oh, I'm glad he died.
Now, is his brother a thief as well?
They allude to that, yes,
Yeah.
and he's into trouble.
That's what I'm saying. Could it be his brother's end? And could it be him seeing...
Or could it be Sully's end?
I really hope it's not Sully's end. I love Sully.
Because, I mean, a thief's end is a very general statement. I mean...
Yeah.
That sounds like we're kind of getting nitpicky here, but it's a general statement, and I mean, there's a lot of thieves in this Uncharted lore and the Uncharted story in the games. It could be anybody. It could be Eddie Raha, but he's already dead. It could be.
I was going to say, I mean, there's no...
The last scene could just be a flashback to him dying.
Didn't he break his leg and then he fell down the hole or something?
I don't know. He got beat up by those monkey things.
What?
Oh,
the whole thing with Uncharted is towards the end of the game. There's a supernatural.
This sounds very, very strange.
Something supernatural happens.
It's basically what Indiana Jones 4 was with the aliens.
I hated that movie so much.
But they actually pull it off.
Oh.
Yeah.
And it works.
There's fire demons at the end of 3.
Yeah. It was
what was at the end of 2? It was Yetis?
Yeah, it was the Yetis.
Yeah, that was...
Then what was in the... No, 1 was the zombies. Yeah, you never played 1. You're getting my Uncharted collection. I'm going to give it to you.
Definitely.
You can borrow it.
See, the only reason why I didn't play is because Evan had it, and I was like, what is this game? And he was just like, oh, that game's really boring. I don't know.
It's really good.
And I was just like, oh, alright, I won't play it then. And then... actually, I played Uncharted 3 first. You had Uncharted 3, and then I saw you playing it, and I was like, this is insane. This is great.
Yeah. Oh, alright. I do remember that.
And then I played 2, and I guess I'm going to play 1 now, so I guess I'm going to get the full
You're just going to get it in reverse.
Yeah.
But yeah, 1 was great. I mean, it still holds up, especially in that Uncharted collection. Just based on what it was. I mean, sure, there's graphics upgrades and gameplay upgrades with the collection, but it does hold up, and it's still good. And I'm excited to see how they're going to do, because Uncharted's always been a very linear story, a very linear game overall. I want to see if they open it up a bit in
That's
Uncharted
what I'm
4.
very excited to see. When they were driving in that gameplay, when they were driving the truck, it seemed like you had a lot of options to go through with the houses and everything.
Yeah, because it like in stuff like that with Uncharted 1, 2, and 3 would be very on the rails.
Oh yeah,
you had no
be
control.
A lot of cutscenes.
Yeah,
a lot of you would drive for 30 seconds and then you would fly off of something, big cutscene. You do a drift turn and then another drift turn,
and then you jump from car to car.
Yeah, so that's what I'm really excited to see. It looked a lot different than the other games, and also, I'm really like you said, it doesn't look as linear, which I'm really excited to see. I saw in that same interview, they were saying actually how like there was always big explosions and everything. They were like, if we keep going with that, we're just going to be a mockery of what we started.
Yeah.
So that's why like all of the set pieces look much bigger with like less explosions, but like much more detail and everything too, and much more choice. So I'm really excited to see how much they flesh that out.
Yeah. Another thing I wanted to ask you. Think Lazarevich is going to return?
I'm not sure.
I think he should.
That would be a very interesting twist.
I want to see him take out monkeys from a mile away with a sawed-off shotgun. That's what I want to see.
That would be some shit. That would be great.
He's a badass.
Oh, yeah.
He's like Bruce Willis on steroids with a Russian accent.
That was wonderful.
Dear
I love the
Lord.
Russian accent.
Oh, dude, he was scary.
The
He
Russian
just knifed
accent
him.
just made it.
Yeah, dude, it did.
If he didn't have a Russian accent, I don't think he would have been nearly as
Russian accents are evil.
Oh, God.
They're scary. You don't want to mess with a guy with a Russian accent.
With Russian.
Mm-mm.
You mess with some Russian
You'll
guys.
cut out your tongue, man.
Yeah.
You'll fucking eat it.
Just fry
Watch
it up.
yourself.
Spit it back out.
Watch
in your
yourself.
face.
Yeah, dude.
Back in your mouth and be like, there's your
Dude,
tongue.
he'll cut out your
Then
tongue
I'll go
and-
hunt some goddamn wolves or something.
with
Alright, you
With-
just watch yourselves.
with
shotgun.
bottles
Exactly.
duct taped to his fingers.
I was going to say
Exactly.
a shotgun attached to a stick and just
Yeah.
hits him right in the head.
Boomstick.
Like the Grey style. Have you guys seen that movie?
I was just talking
Oh,
about
yeah.
the bottles.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
The bottles. Duct tape between the fingers. Liam Neeson.
So the point is, do not piss off a Russian.
Lazarevich. Specifically Lazarevich.
Yeah, but just Russians in general, you know? There's some
I hope
sturdy
there's no
people.
Russian and nobody that's Russian listening to this.
Yeah, I don't want to
I'm sure you're fine. Lazarevich just scared the shit out of you.
Yeah, he's a very scary man.
I'm sorry, it's the movies.
They're
My
brainwashing.
bad, yep.
Stupid Americans, man.
Oh,
Keep your
man.
kids away.
Alright, so Batman vs. Superman. That's our big topic for today. Because we're all pissed off about it. Not
Zack
kidding. It's
Snyder.
probably going to be fun. It's going to be a good movie.
I don't know, man. Alright, Zack Snyder.
300 was awesome.
But I think he's going to make some mistakes.
302 sucked.
Exactly.
There's a 302.
Oh, yeah.
There was a sex scene that was in slow motion. Everything in that movie was
CGI
in slow
tits.
motion.
There was CGI
So I'm
tits.
just really scared that there's going to be like some slow motion fighting scenes like you saw in the Wonder Woman
That
trailer.
didn't look too good to me, honestly, the Wonder Woman preview.
That's a topic for another
Yeah,
time.
Just that whole kick thing. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I don't like the whole idea of a CGI batsuit, like the armored batsuit. I get that it would be
It
hard
looks
to move in.
fine.
I saw yet again one of the clips from the Dawn of the Justice League CW presentation. It was Batman and Superman running at each other, and both of them have to be CGI because Superman's flying
Yeah.
and Batman's in the armored suit. And I could tell that both of them were CGI, like, very clearly. And it wasn't bad CGI, but it annoys me that it's
A
gonna
movie
be
with
so
that budget.
much CGI that, like, it's just shoved in your face and you know it the whole time.
Now,
Like-
first of all, coming into this movie, you're coming in with a bad taste from Man of Steel because that movie,
I liked Man of Steel.
I did not like that movie at all. It did not do it for me. For the beginning of it on Krypton, that was just strange to me. I did not like that. And then just, I don't know, the whole thing.
All right,
I
but
just
you
didn't think it
can't
was good.
deny that Russell Crowe voiceover trailer was one of the greatest trailers
Well,
for a
no,
superhero
I got
movie.
really excited
I
for
was
that movie.
very
I thought it was
excited
gonna
for
be
that movie.
fucking awesome.
The first time I saw that movie, it was all right, and then I saw it again, and it doesn't sit well with me. I don't know what exactly it is. I can't pinpoint it to one thing, but it's not right.
Saw it in theaters, didn't like it. But anyway, again, coming into this movie, I'm already
got a bad
disliking
taste in your mouth.
Superman. And I don't like Henry Cavill as the Superman. I think he looks like him, but I just don't think that he acts like him. I don't know.
He's very bored.
Because I don't think that he acts like a pussy enough. If you know what I mean. Like when Clark Kent,
a
Clark Kent
humane,
is
he's
Clark
he's
Kent
got
is basically
morals.
making fun of humans. Like he's
Yeah.
like, yeah, you're all pussies, so I'm gonna be a pussy. And Clark
never
Kent,
thought of it
Clark
that way.
Kent is a bitch. You
You know what?
Yeah.
He's a reporter,
He's like
like
Like,
he's a
That's
nerdy
why-
reporter.
that's why I liked what's his name? The Atom.
Brendan Routh.
I liked his Superman.
Like Superman
A
Returns?
lot of people didn't like his Superman. I liked his Superman because I thought his Clark Kent was awesome.
What about Christopher Reeve?
Well, obviously he was good.
I mean, you don't have to say that. Look, Superman 4 was garbage.
No, but I'm saying the original ones were awesome.
Yeah.
The
first one was
Brandon
fantastic.
Routh. I just liked it. I don't know. But
I don't know. I haven't seen Superman Returns in years, but
so I just don't. I don't like the Superman. I don't think that he acts it well. And then Ben Affleck.
He looks so fat in the suit. Oh my god,
the suit is just terrible.
So bad. I love the idea that they were going for with the classic comic suit, but when that's done, I feel like they have to go with a body style like Henry Cavill's, where it's really lean and cut, and he looks really bulky.
He looks bulky and lean at the same time.
And also, it looks like he has like armor still in it, but it looks just makes him look fat.
It almost looks like his face is like pudging out of it.
Yeah.
Kind of like,
and his shoulders look really fat. His stomach's very flat.
Batman is a fat man.
Yeah. Not fat man on Batman. Batman is fat man.
And now, why is he going so hard after
Metropolis?
Like, why is he burning people with the bat symbols?
I understand that Wayne Tower got destroyed.
Yeah, but the criminals
wasn't even the main one
destroying the Earth.
Exactly. It was Superman and Zod. Mm-hmm. Speaking of Zod, Doomsday, how do you guys feel about that?
I hate that he's in this movie already. They are just dropping way too many characters on everyone's head.
Before we get into this, also, now that trailer released everything and said Doomsday's in this and he's the villain, and recently today, or yesterday, there was images released with the Batman Nightmare thing, the dream sequence almost, and it had a Darkseid Omega symbol in it. And everyone was speculating that those were the paratroopers, which is pretty much confirmed now. Parademons. Not paratroopers.
Yeah,
he's enlisting the United States military.
I saw something like, is that whole nightmare taking place on Apocalypse? That was a theory.
Then they're introducing Apocalypse.
That's what I mean. So
then there's three huge villains.
If Doomsday is in this movie, he like has to kill Superman.
I hope it's Bizarro.
That's the only way they can get away with this, but that's not going to happen. This is Doomsday. Unless he like comes back again much stronger and much more stoned. It's just his comic look, and then kills him. I would be so happy if they had the balls to kill off Superman.
He's one of the only characters in the comic books to kill him off. So how can you have him in the first movie? I understand that it's to unite all the characters after they're done fighting because they basically already gave away the whole plot.
Exactly.
But you can't just get rid of that huge character and then just dropping Darkseid in there. Like, that's just, they're dropping so much. They're oversaturating the movie with
Aquaman,
characters.
Flash, Cyborg, Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman, Darkseid.
Green Lantern might
be in it. You got Doomsday.
Now, for
Lex Luthor.
For someone who's just jumping into these movies, not really knowing much about
they're gonna
the
be
DC
so
universe,
confused.
their head is going to explode.
They're going to see all of this. They're going to be like, I am way too far behind and this shit just started. I can't do this. Going to hold on to this.
They're going to think they need to go see Superman Returns, Brandon Routh, to catch up.
Actually, there was a cut-out section from the Dawn of the Justice League where Kevin Smith asks if there's a possibility of bringing in the TV Flash and Arrow to this universe, and the guy just was kind of like, and they just cut the part. They never really gave him a straightforward answer. So if they do this whole multiverse thing, number one, it's got to be a long time before it happens, because no one's going to understand that. Number two, it's got to be done right.
Yeah.
And I really hope they can somehow get all of the iterations of every character in on it, at least for an appearance. Like
they're already confusing people too by saying like these popular shows, The Flash and Green Arrow. Yeah, we're not going to put those in the movies. We're going to get.
And those shows are both successful.
Flash
very
successful. Just introduced multiverse.
Yeah,
so this is
really
a perfect opportunity. Everyone's already understanding that there's a second Earth, and there's a possibility of hundreds of thousands of more Earths. So it wouldn't be that far off to have them be pulled in to introduce the multiverse, because it's already
so maybe
established.
This whole Man of Steel, Batman versus Superman, Batfleck thing is maybe a different universe.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm like. I hope like Nolan's universe is its own thing with
that's a stretch,
the Dark
but
Knight trilogy, and then you have like Christopher Reeves. Obviously, that can't happen.
I mean, yeah, but
He's way too old.
if it do it, maybe make
Brendan
a nod
Routh
to it.
or whatever the hell his name is.
Brendan Routh.
Yeah, Brendan Routh.
And
that
Christopher
would be,
Reeves is,
he's been
that's incapacitated.
So that would be so cool to see, like, the Atom see himself as Superman and be like, I'm Superman somewhere else? This is ridiculous.
That would be pretty cool.
Like, that would be so cool to see in both TV and movies, but I don't think it will ever happen.
I mean, you can do that. You have to take a long time to do it. But I think in that aspect, because Marvel's so simple. If you've been watching these movies if you were born in 2000, you're watching these movies.
Even if you start at the Avengers and you're continuing now,
you know what's going on. You know what's going on.
But
if they start
a full story backwards, Batman versus Superman just plops it all in. And you have Man of Steel.
Well, see, I understand why though, because they feel like they have to catch up. Now, I hate to say it, but Marvel did do it right. They started with one movie and then just kept going, and now they're building up to the huge thing. DC, they should have just started a little while ago, because
they really couldn't.
Well, they had to get all.
They had all their shit with Christopher Nolan, and he was killing everything while he was doing the Dark Knight trilogy. So they had to wait until that was over, because they
should have locked him down.
He would not have let them touch the Dark Knight trilogy. Bring Superman into that universe.
I'm saying they should have talked to him a while ago.
Oh, he fled the coop. He fled the coop on this one. He's no longer in. He's not in
cahoots with
anymore.
With these people anymore.
Remember when he was a producer?
He was an executive producer on Batman vs. Superman. And I think like 4 months into the announcement, he dropped out.
That's
which
hilarious.
Is awesome to me. Good for him.
Yeah, he does. Because if it bombs, then his name's attached to it. And he doesn't want that.
He already has a Batman movie that can't be tarnished.
Yeah.
Like, he can't have another Batman tied to his name.
Now,
side note, one thing I would love to see is Michael Keaton as old Bruce Wayne in a Batman Beyond movie. That would be amazing.
That's a whole other
completely different topic. That was just a side note that just popped in my head.
That's a good idea.
Superman.
Batman vs. Superman. Sam, how are you feeling about it?
Well, so I think they're just going to scare away a lot of people just by, oversaturating the movie with all of these characters. So people who come in who don't really know much about it, they're just going to say, well, this is clearly not for me because I have no idea what is going on. I'll take my kids to this, but other than that, I don't really care.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll even catch, true fans of DC because...
Especially if it's not
first
good.
of all, they're taking this from The Dark Knight Returns, the mech suit and everything, and such a great comic book, one of the best I've ever read.
Yeah.
You can't... I really feel like that's really tough to make...
That's one movie, or one comic, rather, that if turned into a movie should be kept to the source material. That's not something like Civil War.
Translate that into a movie.
It's not like Civil War that they could translate it because they've already had a universe established.
Yeah.
With them just pulling little references, and there's a good the whole, like you said, the mech suit, them fighting, everything like that is from Dark Knight Returns. But Zack Snyder's come out and said that Superman will kick Batman's ass. So that's number one.
Obviously not to that storyline. Yeah.
Very, very different. Because Batman beat the shit out of him.
And that comic book is its own unique universe.
It's got Dark Knight 2, Dark Knight 3. There's a prequel coming out at some point Frank Miller's working on.
So with him already having this universe set up, he can't really be like, all right, I'm just going to make this and
kind of use it.
It'll just be in the future, I guess, but maybe we'll see what happens with it. I don't know.
Yeah. All right.
So I don't really like that they're just, kind of taking that from that, but not really, like, saying it is that. If you know what I mean.
Not giving credit where it's due.
Exactly. Not that he's stealing the work. It's just...
Oh, no, not at all.
Yeah,
he's not honoring it correctly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I don't think anyone could really do that, because it's just so good.
Now, I think with this movie, I mean, no matter what our stupid opinion on it is, it's going to make
a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. People have been waiting for this movie forever.
Do you think if it flops, what they'll do?
That's what I was thinking. If this movie flops, can they pull the plug? Like, they already have Wonder Woman in the works, so they're going to have to put that out. I think they've started production on The Flash. I'm not quite sure.
You're just going to have to keep on trucking.
That's what I mean. At this point, like, they're just going to have to keep on hoping for one movie to spark a fire. And if this movie flops, not many people are going to want to go out to see the continuing movies of this story. So there's never going to be a spark.
This movie cannot
Justice
fail.
League comes out in 2017. Like,
see, the thing with this whole universe is you're set up upon a shaky base. People are very divided on Man of Steel. It is a very polarizing movie. Mm-hmm. People either love it or they hate it. With what Marvel did, Iron Man,
that movie was great.
It was a great movie. Mm-hmm. They had a great base.
It was a great start to their universe.
They started out strong, and I don't think DC did that. And it's
they started Robert Downey Jr.
It's a shame because and especially since they're putting all their eggs in Zack Snyder's fucking explosion CGI basket.
I don't know why they trusted Zack Snyder with this universe.
They need to cut him off. Kevin Feige, whatever. He's left Marvel now, and it's now the Russo brothers who did amazing work with Civil War.
He left.
The Russo brothers?
No, Kevin Feige.
That's what I'm saying. He's gone now. Like, he's not part of that. I don't believe he's like running that universe anymore.
Oh, all right.
I believe the Russo brothers.
Or no, you mean Joss Whedon. Joss Whedon was almost like the headmaster.
The Russo brothers now pretty much have control, and they did great with the Winter Soldier. They did
fantastic with the Winter Soldier.
Yeah. I'm really hoping that one of these movies does well enough that DC kind of cuts Zack Snyder out, and they're just like, thanks for starting this off, man. You're out of here. We got someone better.
It's David Ayer. His Suicide Squad was great.
Can I reference his other comic book movie chops? Zack Snyder?
Watchmen
was... It was definitely the best comic book I have ever read. I love that comic, and he just botched that movie.
It's an action movie, and Watchmen was not an action comic.
He ruined it. And I just don't trust him with comic book movies now, especially after Man of Steel, because I'm like, okay, I'll give him another chance. Let's see if he can do this time. I think 300 was just kind of a fluke. I think he made a good movie, and everyone's like, he can make some action movies, man. He'll be good at this.
That was the first time we saw those slow motion into really fast cut down scenes.
And then
it was amazing.
After the ball started rolling,
after the fourth or fifth
just
time,
like, all right, let's put a slow to this,
Yeah, it's too
actually,
much.
for some reason, they said let's keep going with it.
Let's do this more in 300 too. And it's god.
I think the helm will be taken away from Zack Snyder eventually.
Yeah.
I hope so.
And I hope it's very soon.
I'm sorry. I don't like you, Zack Snyder.
That 30-second TV spot of Ben Affleck as Bruce Wayne freaking out to Alfred about Superman. How did you feel about that, Frank? Because I know you saw it. I don't think so.
I did see it, and I saw it on Instagram. Because it was a short clip. Because I didn't watch that preview episode thing, because I just don't watch Arrow or
Hulu, actually.
I'll probably eventually watch it because I've seen bits, but Ben Affleck's really acting the shit out of it. He's really pulling out all the stops. I think he's getting that anger from Jennifer Garner and cheating on her.
he does look very angry.
Stop taking it out on Superman. You're the one cheating. But he's, like I said, he's acting the shit out of it, and I think it convinced me that he might be a decent Batman. I liked it.
I liked the anger he pulled out. It was just, I didn't like the lines they gave him. I think what he said was very odd. How he said it was very convincing, but just what he said wasn't very appealing to me. I don't know what it was about it.
It was him. It was him talking about Superman, correct?
Yeah,
He's just like he sucks.
He was just like, he's an alien. He's gonna kill the world. If he's a threat, we got to take this chance to stop him right now. And
when did Batman get Southern?
Anyway,
he did it. He's now Southern.
It was odd. The lines that he had, it wasn't convincing.
I feel like they're downplaying Jeremy Irons as Alfred, because that is fucking amazing casting.
I saw a picture. I think it was from the Empire magazine leak. It was him actually working on like the tech cowl, which I think is very good because I really like a hands-on Alfred, like someone who actually like works on his equipment,
who does
actually
stuff,
helps him. No fault to Michael Caine, but he just he stitched him up. He didn't really do anything.
He told him men want to watch the world burn.
He didn't really do anything with any of his gadgets.
I loved him.
I don't know what to tell you, Master Bruce, but some men just want to watch it burn.
I love Michael Caine as Alfred, but he didn't
do
really
shit.
do much. Yeah.
Jeremy Irons, that's fucking fantastic casting. I mean, fucking Die Hard 3 was fantastic. He was awesome. He was so great in that. He was Hans Gruber's cousin or something, and that's just ridiculous, and it's fantastic, and he made it work. And he's great. That line, good men cruel. He's going to be fantastic. They're downplaying the best part of this fucking movie.
Lex Luthor.
Terrible.
How do you feel?
He's going to be terrible.
He reminds me of
What is he?
Jim Carrey's Riddler before he makes the transformation.
Jesse Eisenberg is what, doing a Max Landis impersonation?
It's just
the guy who wrote
irritating.
Chronicle.
I have no
Max
idea.
Landis. I don't know. He writes comics now, but he's a personality now. And I don't. You either love him or you hate him, and at least that's what he says on the internet. But he's just doing a Max Landis impersonation.
I just think he's so annoying.
He's obnousous. Max
Yeah.
Landis
What is he
is
saying
obnoxious.
here? The red capes are coming. The red capes are coming. He just sounds, and he looks just
Son
so
of Krypton.
scrawny. Like in the comics, like Lex Luthor is traditionally
A big guy.
like a bigger guy.
He's like
head.
peak of physical
So
fitness.
of course Zack Snyder had to go and say, okay, we're gonna make
Fuck
him
that.
scrawny.
We're gonna give him
we're
hair,
gonna give him
real long hair.
Because you know what? I
We're-
know my comics.
We're gonna make
man.
him really young too,
You know
and
that
have
character-
Batman be 56.
You know that
'Cause
character
makes
that's been
sense.
bald since the beginning of his fucking inception? He's gonna have the longest fucking hair in the movie. The longest hair in the movie, longer than Amy Adams.
You know a huge
got better
problem
hair.
that I had with the trailers? Okay, so Superman is going to Congress. All these cameras pointed at him. He doesn't wear a mask or anything. So he's turning around, he's just like, yeah, I'm fucking Superman, what's up? He goes into Congress, and the people at, what's the newspaper?
Daily Planet.
The Daily Planet, are they just like watching like, where the hell is Clark? Where is Clark? Bring me Clark right now.
Yeah,
Sure, he's not here. I think he might be Superman.
no one picks up on that.
Does that not happen?
He doesn't even do the curl anymore to block out his face.
It's ridiculous.
There's nothing. He's just on live television, just like, hey, I'm an alien.
I totally look like that guy everyone knows really well and just wears glasses.
I'm supposed to be a pussy. I'm not. I'm
That-
Superman.
That other
But
trailer
I'm also kind of pussy.
where Superman jumps on top of the Batmobile and rips the side panels off. That
Batman's dead right there.
the full length one. Yet again, the lines that Superman said, that was very weird to me. He was very cocky, and it's just like, Batman's been around for so long. You know who he is. Like, don't mess with him. Number one, but yet again, he's not moral. He just seems very vengeful.
Who, Batman or Superman?
No, Superman. He just seems
He seems
he's
pissed
very
off.
Pissed off. Yeah, it doesn't seem like normal.
It
caring
doesn't seem like the
Superman.
one that can control his emotions.
Sounds like
Seems he lets
Bizarro.
anger get the best of him.
That's what it doesn't seem right.
I want to see Batmite in this movie.
Oh god.
I do not want to see that. That sounds terrible.
It would be really cool if he had a they're not Greyhound. Well, Titus the Bat Dog.
Yeah.
That would be so cool. I would love that.
I don't want to see Zack Snyder do anything cool because I don't want him to be a part of this anymore. I want him to
I want a giant
and then
penny
I want
in the
them
back
to be like, okay, we need someone new to do this.
The rumors of Ben Affleck directing his own Batman movie have me interested because, like you said, he is a great director.
He's a really good director.
As much as I don't like him, I am very excited to see that, but I hope that he gets that and not Zack Snyder. Because Zack Snyder's shit.
Yeah.
So to wrap up this topic, you guys gonna go see it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we're gonna go see it. We're gonna go see it, but I don't know how I'm gonna feel about it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that I love it.
I'm not gonna say I'm going to enjoy it. All right.
Going in with low hopes.
Yeah, I'm going in with very low hopes.
And hopefully that'll make it more enjoyable.
That's what I'm saying. I really hope I'm like blown away by this movie. I really, really do, but I don't.
I hope it's fantastic.
Yeah, exactly.
I hope nothing but the best for it. I hope it goes.
Share the same sentiment.
I hope it goes as well as Star Wars, because Star Wars did very well for itself, and it could have gone horribly. This could equally goes equally horribly, but it could be fantastic.
Well, I guess we'll have to see what happens.
We'll have to wait. Was it May?
No, it's March.
March
18th, I believe.
March 18th, coming up soon.
I'm gonna go see Deadpool.
I think that means my birthday's on a Sunday.
Go check it out.
Alright, that's all for this week's episode. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. We will be doing a new episode every week. What did you guys think of the show? How did you think it went?
I thought it went great. I thought everything we talked about was very interesting. I thought we had a lot to say about it.
So did I. Mark?
Went very well.
Good.
Everything was smooth.
I'm glad our first episode went so well.
So, please comment anything you have to say about the show. We would love to hear from you. Thanks, and join us again next week.